Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a wonderful, joyous, peaceful celebration. We start on the different platforms at different times, so excuse me for repeating myself, Instagram, now that we're on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else. My elf son, Bodhi, has put us up. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful time with loved ones. I love being with you in this walk lightly on the planet way of connecting without having to drive or fly. I get to connect with people and hopefully inspire you to do what gives you joy and peace and give that to the world. That's what today's episode is about. The gift that we give ourselves of permission to explore what makes us happy, our inspiration, our curiosity, and express it. Expressing emotion stimulates the our immune system. Exploring our curiosity enlivens us. There's the chief elf. Yeah. Hi, Bodhi.
Hey,
Merry
everybody.
to you. Thanks for being here and helping me. He's Mr. Technical. I'm Ms. Hands-on. Do anything I feel like with creativity, and we're a good team. And I greatly appreciate that my son Bodhi asked me to team up with him, and he named us Mother Son Productions. You can see any and all of these live streams, which cover many different creative things we do um, on the Creativity Show or Bodhi the Movie Maker, his YouTube channel. And we talk about the books we've written, my memoir, Incandescence, Rising Above Darkness, his book, Northport 1999, that is a fictional reimagining of Duluth, where we are now. And it's a sci-fi thriller, horror, spy. It's really a fascinating story. I like to call hometown heroes up against the most powerful predators on the planet. So he's got his QR code there for his Patreon, and that's where you can join and see all of his writing and illustrations and swag that comes out with it. My book is out in ebook, print, color, and black and white. There's over 60 pieces of art, and 40 photographs beyond that of all, little sampling of different creative stuff I've done throughout my career. So we'll move on to the gift giving ourselves permission to explore our curiosity. That's what today's show is about. And we're going to show you a little, I gave myself the gift of skating in my living room this morning, just a few minutes ago. And we're going to show you that. Skate dancing is something
holidays, Michael.
I've done for many years out in Golden Gate Park. Actually, I was the first person to skate regularly in a place that's become known around the world as Skating Place. I had one partner for a number of years. He was a fabulous choreographer, a jazz dancer, teacher that got on skates. There's the elf going back into his workshop. Would you close the door over so I don't hear the echo?
Sure.
And so, but I've lived here in Duluth for the last 8 years, and we've been extremely busy writing books, doing productions, restoring this grand old home. And so there hasn't been an outside skating scene like there was in Golden Gate Park. So I really have barely been on skates in the last 8 years, but I, for this Christmas, decided, the gift I wanted to give myself was the joy of skating again. So you're going to see a clip in a bit of me skate dancing in the living room here to some silly, zany skate dancing Christmas music for the fun of it. And it's an example of we don't have to be great at something. I certainly don't have my skater legs back yet, but I'm now. It was Bodhi who said, "Why don't you skate in the living room?" And I don't know why it took me hearing that from my son to sometimes other people have really good ideas for us. We should always listen. So I did, and now I'm going to skate regularly, and you're going to see me hopefully get better and better, and not have to let go of this source of joy for me, which is skate dancing. So we'll see a little of that. We'll also see one of the things that gives Bodhi and I joy is him in his elf mode. So we're going to see him as an elf undercover agent, the agent elf. And we're also going to see a couple other sweet holiday related clips. But before we see that, I just want to say this, that the best gift we can give anyone, including ourselves, is our attention. Be present, really listen to each other, reflect each other back, especially the joyous, happy making, inspiring things that we may share. That's why I love being a creativity coach. I love listening to people and helping them hear themselves, which often with all the commotion, what I like to call phone face, that a lot of people that distract, go here, go there, go here, go there. There's so much distraction in the world that sometimes it's hard to settle and just be present. And that's what, well, great thought, great innovations, great creative works, great thought, wisdom comes from, is being able to settle and contemplate. So I think there's been not only COVID epidemic, but an epidemic of lack of contemplative time in our lives. So I'd say give yourself the gift of settling and focusing on something that gives you happiness, meaning, share it with others for the purpose it gives you. Giving gifts, actually medically documented, gives us more happiness than receiving them, slightly. So we walked around the neighborhood the last few days, passing out tokens of our appreciation to 49 different people that have been kind to us since we moved here, that we are in walking distance. And it felt wonderful to leave little presents outside people's doors. I have to admit, it is it's a wonderful feeling. And we all have something we can give no matter what our economic situation is. If it's our attention, our reflection, just time to help someone polish what they're working on, that is a wonderful gift and it costs nothing. So we can always figure out a way to give, and handmade gifts, which there's a lot of ideas in my many videos about making things fun, fast, and frugal. So we'll get back to that in the next live stream on Thursday, making stencils that I did 300 designs, because it's something people can get a stencil and use it on clothing, on dishes, on furniture, on walls, on cards. And on Thursday, I'm going to show you how to make prints out of the stencils that are actually fine art. Everyone is handmade, precious, and will be appreciated by the people that you make them for. While you're making them, you're happy connecting with them. While you give them, you're happy giving them. It also is very nice to watch them receive it when that's possible. But it's all happiness increasing, hope increasing, which our world needs more of. I'm doing these live streams because it's what I need to do to keep my hope and restore my positivity by giving what I think is the best I have to offer the world, which is my love of nature and the natural balance in nature. Got me through lots of hardship, and creative reverie gave me serenity in a chaotic upbringing that if you've seen any of my live streams, you know I started going out into the woods or the fields at 7 instead of going to school, and the truancy officers didn't catch up until I was 14, and then they didn't know where to put me, so they sent me to a psychiatrist who said, "You're not crazy, the world is." So there you go. That's a little snippet of my story, but there's a lot more in the book. I wrote it because people asked me to. They said my stories help them heal and restore their hope. So I faced my fear of showing my vulnerability, sharing my truth in order to help others. And honestly, I don't think I could have faced it if it weren't that people tell me that it has helped them. That gives me the courage. So give your beauty to the world and give yourself permission to be silly. And now we're going to show you some silly stuff, and hopefully it helps you have a Merry Christmas. And all of these virtual visits go up on the Creativity Show after, so you can see them or share them anytime. And I really appreciate if you do, tell a friend. So we want to start with the elf.
The pep talk?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Do you want to start with the pep talk?
Sure. Pep talk.
Listen up, boys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it this time. We're hurting, and we're hurting bad.
I don't hear any
The toys
sound.
are not making it off the factory floor fast enough. Santa's workshop is just not meeting the demand. The population is growing exponentially, and if we don't do something fast, the children of the world are gonna go without their toys, their furries, their cutie little baubles, and their num-nums. They're num-nums, boys. Santa's putting on a brave face, but he's hurting bad, and we gotta do something quick. And I believe in each and every one of you cute and brave little nutcrackers. I believe in you, Baker and Ski Man, and the Knight with the Axe, and the Gingerbread Man, and the Toy Maker, and the Lamplighters, and the Samurai, and the Scientist, and the Artist, and the Lumberjack, and the Weird Guy. I'm not quite sure what... Anyways, all of you nutcrackers are just exemplary. I believe in all of you. And I want to tell you that we're going to do this holiday season, and we're going to do it good. Now let's go!
All right. How about let's go to the elf from yesterday.
All right.
And
Hello
these are
out
examples
there.
of giving
Welcome
ourselves permission
to the
have
North
fun.
Pole. I'm coming to you live from the North Pole with my friendly nutcrackers. How are you guys doing today? Wow, really? Excellent. Excellent. Really good to hear that. And how are you doing at home? It's a little known secret, but how is it that Santa Claus is able to surmise which little boys and girls are the naughty ones and which ones are the good ones? The answer is he embeds his secret elf agents with the armies of nutcrackers in each little boy and little girl's home, and we surveil them while they're sleeping. Yes, this is good practice for when I'm in the field, embedded in the nutcracker armies of the homes that we are surveilling. So I'm practicing my nutcracker motions. How am I doing, boys? Real good? Yeah.
Feel good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
No, we don't know. Oh, yeah. You blend right in.
Oh, that's great to hear. I've been practicing many a winter. Yes, Santa has tasked me with this very important job of overseeing.
Wait, watch out, the kids are coming.
Act natural, everybody. Shh. Don't you know in the real world nutcrackers don't make noises? Whew. That was a close one, everybody. Anyways, Santa Claus has sent me a very important message to tell you, boys and girls at home. He wishes you the merriest of Christmases and hopes that you're having a warm Christmas with the ones you love, possibly by a fire, enjoying hot cocoa, or maybe some eggnog with a sprinkle of nutmeg and a dash of that naughty juice. Just for the adults now, am I right, boys? Yes. Farewell from me and the Nutcracker Army. Enjoy your Christmas.
So, hopefully our goofiness, our silliness inspires you to explore, enjoy, and express your own. The only thing that we can be better at than anyone else is being ourselves. So there's no need to compare. There's no competition. Just enjoy what you enjoy and share it. Let other people enjoy it with you. So shall we show a little of this morning's skating? As I said, one of the only times I've gotten on skates in 8 years. Didn't warm up, just got up and did it. So keep your expectations low, and maybe it'll delight you as much as it delights me to get on skates again. Oh. Oh dear.
I mean, that was quite a spin.
Oh well, what's important is not hurting yourself. And if you are going to go down, I like to say melt, don't fall. And luckily, I didn't go down this morning, but you'll get to watch me be better because I'm going to skate in the living room regularly now. And we'll see the progress that a senior skating Santa can make. You don't have to be a child to play. Keep your childlike enthusiasm for life going. It's our right to play and have fun and do what makes you happy, and that makes the world
Woo!
a little
Yeah.
happier.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh, somehow I'm not done. That looked like the end, but I guess my whirling wonder wanted a little more. So
Woo!
there
Yeah.
we go.
Of course, encore performance.
Yeah, we actually turned our 100-year-old carriage house into a studio I can skate in, but it's cold at this time of year, and cold does not
All right, good job.
does not help in dancing. Thank you.
Madeline said,
Thank
"Whoa,
you.
love it. You are awesome, Claire."
Thank you so much. But yeah, the garage is cold, and you want to be warm when you get on wheels so that you're loose and fluid as possible. And if you do go down, which does happen to everyone if you're trying new things, you can melt instead of be afraid and get stiff and hurt yourself. I'm very proud of not hurting myself. That's good enough for right now. And you're going to get to watch me get more fluid. as I get on wheels more regularly. Let's see a little white Christmas, even though it's a wet Christmas here this
Right.
year. Climate change is real, and I love representing being ecological and economical, making gifts instead of going into debt. This is a previous, that's the Emerald Lady there. And that was that last year?
This was a few years ago, but it almost
Last
could have been
year-
last year.
Yeah, but last year we set a record for the amount of snow, and this year it's wet and fairly warm for this time of year. So,
Yeah. This is what a white Christmas here looks like, but this year there's no snow on the ground. It's kind of amazing.
Right. So, yes, climate change, it is changing. We have had an effect on it. There was a woman scientist who I've got to get her name straight in the 1800s who let us know that climate change was real and that putting carbon in the atmosphere was warming the planet. But, people dismissed her, and people are still, in my humble opinion, not necessarily taking the actions that we all can take to help. There's our pine cone wreath we made from pine cones that fell in the backyard. So we can look around us for what we have to enjoy and make gifts out of. And we don't have to spend money, go into debt we can't afford, we don't have to make gifts or give gifts. And I loved walking around, passing out gifts that, not having, because of COVID, I'd done what I had not done yet in life. So we all get to keep learning and keep growing by, using the time, finding the silver lining in the COVID cloud. I discovered that in this last 3 years, I've barely ever been in a vehicle, only to get immunized, dental. But other than that, and I haven't been in another building other than our own home and those adventures. And I've stayed happy and inspired. And so we can walk lighter on the earth. We can drive less. We can settle more. We can use our own imaginations to have a full and rich life. And we can be better for the environment doing so. So I think we covered what I wanted to share on this beautiful Christmas, and I hope that by doing what gives you peace, you know that it does increase peace around you. It reverberates out into the world, and the more peace, the better. The more joy, the better. The world needs it. Your loved ones need it. Your community needs it. You need it. I need it. We all need it. So peace and joy to you and yours on this Christmas. And may your year be filled with giving yourself permission to have fun and share it with others.
Michael said, "Love your mom, Bodhi. She is an inspiration to us all to get up and dust ourselves off and have a ball."
There you go. Thank you. Dust yourself off and have a ball. Thank you, Michael. There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Lovely.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing these virtual visits with a friend. We love connecting this way with you, walking lighter on the planet while we get to connect with you. That's the time we're in, is use what.
Oop, we lost her for a second. I don't know what happened. Something might have happened with the camera out there. How about you come in here and say goodbye? She's coming. She's coming. Don't worry. I'll bring Instagram in there.
Okay. Here we are. Oh, look, I'm walking in.
Yeah, that's
And
the delay.
I'm sitting down, but I've already sat down.
You're right here.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and have joyous and peaceful holidays, whatever you celebrate, whoever you celebrate it with. Thanks for being here, and love to you all.
Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.